everyone, I'm Shelley and today I'll be doing a book review on Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. Neverwhere is about Richard Mayhew, who has recently moved to London to seek his decent life. He has a pretty decent job, a decent apartment, some decent friends, and recently engaged to a woman named Jessica, who may seem to like him but maybe not respect him as she should. She's actually a pretty horrible person. One night when they're off to dinner, a girl collapses in front of them and she looks pretty beaten up. Her arm is bleeding and she's seen to be wearing layers of mismatched clothes. Being the good Samaritan that he is, Richard takes care of her, and ever since this encounter he finds out that she is actually not from London at all. She's in fact from London below, which is a place where people kind of live after they have basically fallen through the cracks of society, so they're basically invisible. And ever since this encounter, Richard has realized that he himself has become invisible. Taxis won't stop for him, train carriages won't open for him, his desk at work is being cleared up, and his landlord has cleared out all his stuff in his house and is selling his house. So he seeks out this character that he saved, and that is basically where the story kicks off. First, let's talk about the characters. In my opinion, Richard Mayhew was a pretty solid main character. I thought he was pretty relatable and I often felt bad for him while reading it, but at the same time I could kind of see where he was coming from and why he did the things that he did. Another thing that I love about this book are the characters in London Below, because I thought they were very different and unique, and the way they were described were very somewhat simple but kind of really cool. There were these two characters that were described as having kind of animalistic type, mannerisms and stuff, and the way I pictured them in my head was really interesting. I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I think you guys who have read it would know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I really like the way they were described. The novel is written in third person, but at the same time, although you're seeing this full picture, you kind of get glimpses of characters' inner thoughts, which I really personally love. I think I've mentioned this a lot on my channel, but I really love Neil Gaiman's writing style. It's a very dark, magical type of way of writing. If I could describe it in one word, it would probably be soothing. I'm not sure if I can describe words as soothing, but they are, because they remind me of fairy tales, and not like the kind of Disney type fairy tales, but like the really dark corner urban fantasy fairy tale type stuff, which I personally really enjoy. He also has this very unique way of describing things, like say with the characters, as I mentioned before, he describes them very simply, but they sort of stick with you. It's weird because I never see that with anyone else's writing. Usually writers are all wrapped up in characters' physical appearance, and Neil Gaiman kind of takes that but twists it in a way where the physical appearance of the characters show the character's personality, in my opinion, especially in this book. So I really enjoy that. He also has this way of writing really mundane, boring things and making it interesting, which is also really cool. When it comes to the plot of Neverwhere is very adventurous, and I think it's kind of mysterious, but in an exciting way. I really enjoy it, mostly because I saw some kind of hidden messages, hidden metaphors within the story and what certain things represented. And I don't know if that's just me over analyzing things, because I tend to do that a lot, but I really enjoyed that, because if you kind of understand the metaphors behind this book, you would think it was amazing. So with that said, I gave Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. That is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please let me know some of your thoughts if you have read it down below, and I will see you guys next time.